everyone, welcome back for this second week of Illustrator Daily Creative Challenge. I'm your host Claudia and I'm very happy to be here with you. So I can see the chat getting busy already. Wade, thank you so much for being here. As you probably know, if you're on behance.net/live, Wade always helps us with those amazing links that you'll be able to click on all the information that I'm giving you. But first of all, let me say hi to all these amazing people that are joining me here today. Anthony, nice to see you. Jack Watson, Lisa Fernandez, nice to see you here. Black Becky, happy Monday, Colby, and Velma Reddy, Ryan, Roseanne, Wade. Velma Reddy said it's late for me, but I should be worth it. No pressure. Yes, we'll definitely make it worth it. I got some fun-filled Illustrator challenge today. So, Christelle, hi guys. And I can see Dewey, I can see Christian, Jotirmia, always here. I love the commitment in following the challenges. Very well done. Also, Keith, it's study time. Yes, absolutely. It is. Carol Pearl and TM, Anthony, Monica, Nadia. I'm just going to scroll through the chat, make sure that I see every one of you. Stephen, Andre, and Chris. Thank you so much for being here with me. But for those of you that are here for the first time, Julia, you check my shirt? I was gonna wait for those of you that were gonna spot my shirt. There was actually a shirt that I had from high school. So it's very nice to see that you notice it. And I actually bought it when I was in America during high school. So Noor, nearly Tuesday here. Yes, remind me, where are you from? Let me know, everyone, where you guys are streaming from. I'm really look forward to see where you guys are. But as I was saying, today we got a fun-filled day with digital lettering. And in order to get more information about today's stream and any other stream, of course, all you have to do is to head on our fantastic, and I'm being very Italian here, fantastic landing page on Behance, that is behance.net/challenge/illustrator. And I'm going to actually zoom in into my screen so you'll be able to check it out. So it's behance.net/challenge/illustrator. Now, if you've been here before, you'll be super familiar with this information. But if this is your first time, make sure to go ahead and right away click on the big blue button on the top of the page in order to be reminded about these amazing challenges. And of course, join our Discord chat. Discord is our community chat, and you can find the link right away here on the top of the page. They will transport you into our fantastic world of Discord. If you don't know what is Discord and you're perhaps wondering how to join, again, all you have to do is to click on the link, or I got another shortcut for you, and here it comes up here. So here you'll be able to go onto bit.ly/AI for Adobe Illustrator Discord, and you'll be invited to join our amazing community of designer, professionals, students, marketers, and all of you here that joined the Illustrator Daily Creative Challenge from the very beginning. And as you can see, we have a moderator online, almost 1,000 people, and of course our amazing mentors, which are also here in chat, like Colby, the wonderful Andrew Ocradle, the lovely Kathleen, Rocky Rogue, and of course I'm there as well. Now, in order to share your work, all you have to do is to head to the feedback channel, and I'm gonna jump on the other side, which is that side here. Whoop. And here it is. I'll be able to show you what to do in order to share your work. So all you have to do is to go on the feedback channel and click on challenge. And then all you have to do is to scroll down until you see this little plus and click once, and then you'll be able to share the work. And in order to keep you excited and to stick here with me, I'm gonna share with you straight away what is the final of the work looks like for today's challenge. So as I said, today we're going to be working on digital lettering. This is my final work, so that's what we're going to be creating today. It's super exciting. I just wanted to wish to everyone happy Monday. Of course, you can write whatever you want, but we're going to jump into Illustrator in just a second. And to finish off, again, all you have to do is to select whatever JPEG photo you want to share, click on open, and then as you can see, all you have to do is to click on upload. Oops. Sorry, I had all my screen zoomed in. And here it is. It's going to appear into the chat. So if you head right now into Discord, you'll be able to see today's final already. So let me see what's going on in the chat. People ask, do you lose weight? Me, not really, but I don't know if that was for me. But if it was, I appreciate your kindness. I've been eating a lot during all the time in lockdown, and I'm working a lot lately, preparing for Adobe Max, and all I do is eat while working. But let's see, Rat Money in the chat, Sherry Larson. Hello, happy Monday. I can see Steven upgraded my subscription to include Illustrator on the weekend. Don't know what you're doing yet. Well, that will be a fantastic start today then, Steven. Angela, hi, nice to see you. Jose from Guatemala. Ratmani, it's summer, so it's okay. Michelle, hi, nice to see you. I'm just trying to, I'm reading your your messages backwards, so probably doesn't make a lot of sense, but I really care about saying hi to a lot of you. No, you're in Mauritius. How lucky. Can I come, please? Can you host me? I'm gonna run the DCC from there. That's fantastic. Beautiful. Right, so Lisa is saying Italian girl, so nice. Yes, I'm going to advertise it today. So it's probably those of you that don't know it, I'm from Italy, but I'm based in Manchester, UK. But let's jump into Illustrator. And actually, before doing so, let me specify how you can already open a file. So Stephen, perhaps if this is your first time in Illustrator, you can scroll down and click on the Get Started link over here, and it will open, that link will open this folder, which is a Dropbox folder that includes the starter files in order to follow along with me today. So in order to start, all you have to do is to click on the first one, which is an AI file, and we'll open already this file over here. So let's get started. And as you can see, this file has already an artboard, and the artboard size is 1400 pixel. And you can do so by, you can check the size of the artboard by clicking on the artboard tool and then press return on Mac or enter on Windows. And it will tell you here the width and the height. And the reason why I'm using this size is because I want to make sure that we can publish our work into our Behance profiles, and in order for our display, for our image to display in a gorgeous way, we need to remember that we need to set the file, the artboard size at 1400 pixels. And the reason why I opened this artboard is because to show you that from here you can perhaps change the size of your artboard if you want so, but I don't want to do that right now, so I'm going to click on cancel. If you just want to have a look at the size of the artboard, all you have to do is to click on the artboard tool, select the artboard, and here you'll be able to, under the properties panel, you'll be able to see the size. Again, you can see that the width is 1400 pixels and the height is 1000. Now for Behance, the height doesn't really matter. I just use 1000 because that's what I usually do, but you feel free to do any size you want. The most important thing is the width. I'm gonna scroll down in the chat to see if there is any question. Luna, nice to see you. Hedy, hello from Los Angeles. Melinda, first time here, excited to learn. Fantastic. Melinda, make sure to head into our landing page on behance.net/challenge/illustrator in order to get the starter file. Valdair, nice to see you. Fantastic. Let's jump into this challenge. One of the other files that I've shared with you besides the Illustrator file was a little script. So first thing that I'm going to do is to go ahead and press Shift Command P on Mac, which is Shift Control P on Windows, in order to place a file. And then you're gonna have to go perhaps into your downloads. Of course, I'm gonna go here into my folder, and keep your eyes peeled because you're literally having a preview of next files. And you should find this file called Happy, which is the one that I provided for you in order to create this digital lettering. Now select it and click on Place. And then all you have to do is to click once into your artboard to make sure that you place it inside. Then I'm gonna head into my layers, and I'm gonna click on this down pointing arrow, which contains all the element that sits on this layer. And I'm gonna click on next to the eyes in order to toggle the lock and lock the layer. So in this case, oops, make sure that we select the right layer. And by the way, let me just show you, in order to see the correct layer, I'm gonna zoom in. As you can see, the Illustrator shows you with a little square on the side the layer that is active. So basically it's telling me that this is the correct layer to lock. And in fact, as you can see now, when I click and drag over this image, it doesn't go anywhere. So we can now jump into our pen tool and we can start to trace our text. Now, something very important that I want to show you before we start tracing is how to decide how many points to create when we use the pen tool. Well, I actually realized that a very, very useful way of showing you guys is by using the curvature pen tool. So if we click on the curvature pen tool real quick and we just click and drag in order to create a few points, just like so, and I'm going to click on Ask in order to undo. Then go into the property and I'm going to give it a stroke of 3. Again, it doesn't really matter. All I want to show you is where to place the anchor point. So with the curvature pen tool, we create a line, but in reality, Illustrator is already giving us curve. Now, if you click on A, which brings up our direct selection tool, you can see already where the anchor points are. So the anchor points are based over here, and I'm going to press Command R in order to bring up my rulers, where the direction of the curves changes. So that's a very good things to remember when we're going to go ahead and trace our letters. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the pen tool, and I'm going to perhaps select a color that will stand out a little more. I'm going to use this yellow over here. And then with the pen tool selected, I'm going to start to click on the first curve. And then here where the curve changes direction, which is approximately right here, I'm going to click and drag in order to create my first curve. And then bring it down in order to finish this line. As you can see, we have a fill. In order to get rid of the fill, I'm going to press on Ask and Escape. I don't know if it's Ask, it's just in Italian, or just the way I say it. Hamza is saying, I just wake up. What is that? We are playing with digital type and the pen tool, Hamza. Don't worry, you can also watch the replay. So as I can say here, with the direct selection tool, you can select the vector points and also you can adjust them. So don't be afraid to use the pen tool in a little bit of a wild way. So sometimes all I do is to just create a few points just like that. And then by clicking on option and holding the point, you will be able to create the handles. So sometimes I generally just create the point first, the anchor point, of course, and then I create the curves. And other times where I have curves which are a little bit more simple, like this one, for example, at the A, I'm going to go ahead and press into the arbor to create a first point. Then click on the top where you can see that the curves change from going up to down. So we're going to create another point here, and make sure that click and drag when you point in order to bring those handles out and really start to play with those curves. And then again here, and click and drag, just like so. And I know that many people are afraid to play with the pen tool. What I think is a fantastic tool that will allow it to create so many different shapes. And as you can see, I'm going pretty freely, and there are many ways in which you'll be able afterwards to create to fix this shape. So for example, let's look at the P here. This vector point looks like it's a little bit off, but don't worry. With the pen tool selected, all you have to do is to click on Command on Windows. That's Command on Mac. That's Control, I believe, on Windows, and it switches up to the direct selection tool, which will allow you to select each single point and then start to fix it, just like so. And with the direct selection tool, you can also play with the little handles that are at the side, just like so. So you can go ahead and really fix your path afterwards. I don't think it's necessary to have it completely super sharp when you draw it. So I will definitely suggest a more relaxed approach where drawing with the pen tool, because you can always fix your vector. And something else that I would suggest you to do is click on A to bring up the direct selection tool and click and drag over those points, and then hold Shift in order to select the one that you perhaps missed, and then press on Command C and then Command V on Mac. That's of course Control C or Control V on Windows. And look what we've done. We just duplicated the P, so effortlessly we don't have to create another one. And then if you want to get rid of this little piece of path here that we don't need, simply select the vector point with the direct selection tool. So by pressing A on your keyboard or heading here and selecting the white arrow, and then click on delete. Fantastic, it's done. And perhaps you also want to join the two P's. So as you can see, I got one anchor point over here and I got another one over here. So what I'm going to do is select one with our direct selection tool, then hold Shift and select the other one. And all we have to do is press Command J. And as you can see, Illustrator, we join them. Also, you can use the pen tool to delete points, but the path will still be joined. Fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and keep going, and perhaps I'm going to start and show you other things as well, other tricks. So I'm not going to I'm not going to trace everything for now. So as you can see, I'm literally trying to have a go at the shape, and it looks like the Y is not perfect. Don't worry, I can fix it afterwards. Afterwards, I'm going to click on A, select on my direct selection tool, and then move the anchor point just like so. And then something else happens. So for example, I'm not really liking these curves that is at the side, at the bottom of the J. How can we make it smoother? Well, very fantastically simple. We have an amazing tool, and let me know in the chat if you used this tool before, because I remember many years ago when I was doing a portfolio review for I don't remember what event it was, but I think it was in Liverpool. One of the amazing lecturer that was there showed me this smooth tool, and I was like, it blew my mind. So check this out. All you have to do is to press V in order to select your path, and then click and hold on the pencil tool, and then go down into the smooth tool. And look what happened. The smooth tool, all you have to do is to click and drag into your path, and the smooth tool adds or removes point in order to smooth down your stroke. I think that's super fantastic. Angie Barnes, you're late, don't worry. You can always watch the replay. We're playing with anchor points and with the pen tool in order to create your own graphic. So as you can see, this amazing tool is fantastic. Remember, all you have to do is to click on the pencil tool, and then hold until you find the smooth tool. And then, for example, if it creates too many points and you want to simplify your shape, super easy. All you have to do is to right click and click on simplify. And as you can see, I have the automatic simplify that is already there. So it already cleaned up the type by itself, but you can also decide to reduce the point, or maybe to add some more point to create a little bit more of a nice curve. Fantastic. What I'm going to do now is to click and drag in order to select my type, going back to the properties panel and give it a little bit of a heavier stroke, maybe 6 point. Then I'm going to click on the stroke and then click on a round cap and a round join. And as you can see, we already start to see our type. Then all I have to do is to head on my layers panel, and the layer with the little lock that which is the image below. All we have to do is to toggle the eye in order to hide it. And as you can see, we're already starting to build our fantastic type. So something else that I wanted to show you here is how to use colors that perhaps you selected, but then use it into our swatches. So Lisa, you love the simplify? Yes, I agree. Super, super quick tool. Then in order to use the color that you have prepared into your swatches, all you have to do is to click and drag to select them all. Hold shift and click on the one that you perhaps missed, like I did. Then head under window and make sure that you select your swatches panel. I believe it is right down here for me. And with your path selected, all you have to do is to click on this little folder icon here to create a new color group. You can name it whatever you want. I'm going to call it digital type. And then click on OK. And as you can see, all the colors now are there ready to be used. So in fact, for example, if I want to click and use this shape with another color, all I have to do, that is part of the palette, all I have to do is to go ahead now into my stroke. And as you can see, those colors are here into my palette. So I selected a lighter color, Alt shift and drag from one on the corner in order to bring it into the center. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on the rectangle tool and click and drag in order to create a rectangle that will work as a background. And again, all I have to do is to head to my swatches and click on the color. Now make sure that we have it, as you can see, went into the stroke. You can use the shortcut Shift X in order to swap between stroke and fill, and then use the shortcut Command Shift and left curly bracket in order to bring it back into your background. Fantastic. So basically right now you can literally select and get rid of all those other shapes, and I'm going to delete those curves as well because we don't need them. I have here those rulers. If you want to get rid of those guides, I think they are locked. In order to unlock them, you can use the shortcut Command Option and semicolon, and as you can see now, they will allow me to select it and click on delete to delete them. If you go back into the folder with the file that I've shared with you for this particular challenge, you see that I've also shared one of the amazing Adobe stock images, and here it is. And this is to give you just a little inspiration of all the other way that you can decorate your font. And again, all you have to do is to use the amazing pen tool, and you can start. Let me just show you one quick trick. Maybe I have time. I literally have 2 minutes. Let's see if we make this happen in order to create leaves. So in order to create leaves, I'm going to create a stroke to start with. So click to create one first anchor point, and then click to create a second one. Make sure that we give a color to our stroke. So perhaps I'm going to choose green so we can see it. And then with the stroke selected, I'm going to go here and play with the width tool that is right here into our toolbar. Now, when you click on the stroke, look what happens. The width tool will change the size of your little leaf here. And once you're happy with the path that you created, so from a stroke, we create a leaf. All we have to do is to go under object and then path and outline stroke. And as you can see now, our stroke has become a path, which is fantastic. I'm going to go ahead and click on option and drag to create a copy. If I want to create multiple leaves in between, I just seen the time, I'm so late. All we have to do is to click under object and then blend and make, and as you can see, we'll create many different leaves, and you can go ahead and start decorating with your leaves and then creating more stroke. Unfortunately, it's time to go. Hopefully this illustration will get you started to create some more flowers and more type with the fantastic type tool. Remember, the beauty of creating this type by yourself is the fact that you can change the width, you can change the stroke, we can make it bigger, we can make it as a gradient. And don't forget, of course, that you can also outline this stroke by selecting it, going under object, path, and outline stroke. But make sure that you selected the thickness of the stroke before doing so. I literally have 1 more minute, which is really sad because I have so much fun here with you guys. But I want to use it in order to give a shout to the fantastic people. They're going to be here after me. So it's usually a fun-filled day here in Adobe Live. You started with even Abrams with getting started in After Effects. I have to go and watch that. Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge with Kathleen Martin, and then the lovely Anna Devin scored with drawing and painting. Now we're just finishing off here with the Illustrator Daily Creative Challenge, and we'll be followed by Adobe XD prototyping with Jimmy Kalu, and then Howard Pinsky will present the second week of XD Daily Creative Challenges, followed by Designing the Dark with Julia McNamara and Andrew Ocrado. What a fantastic day. Don't forget to share your work on Discord. I'm going to give you one more time the link here in order to join our Discord channel. And remember, if you want me to have a look at your work, feel free to send me a message, feel free to give me a hat and ping me. I receive a lot of messages. I always try to reply to the direct one because I have very specific questions, but take full advantage of the chat. I know that there are so many other creatives besides myself and the other mentor that love to help you. And again, I'm gonna jump back in order to actually, I got 1 more minute and I want to show you how to export the file. So I'm going to move this away, and remember, in order to export so you'll be able to share it, all you have to do is to press on option Command E and then click on export artboard. Now, before you do so, don't be messy like I am, and make sure that you select a folder and you can click your destination folder, and then all you have to do is click on choose and export artboard. Fantastic. It looks like I already exported a similar one. But here it is. As you can see, in just 1 click, we exported our artboard. So you'll be able to then share it on Discord and of course on Behance. Again, if you want to find some more inspiration, go back into our Discord channel and you will see that I've already shared the final for today. Of course, I spend a little bit more of time there to really work with the other shape. But don't worry, stay tuned for next challenges because we will learn how to create all these amazing illustrations. So you can perhaps build up into this illustration as well. Hi, Alberto. Nice to see you. I want to say what's up and hello to everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. And of course, stay tuned because XD is coming, and I look forward to see you tomorrow with challenge number 6. I'll see you on Discord. Bye, everyone. Have a fantastic Monday.